Is this thing on? Hey everyone, it's your boy Terry. I'm wearing a gray Punisher t-shirt today, not my normal plain black or white t-shirt. Uh, just a quick Saturday afternoon pre-Sixers playoff game video. Didn't get a chance to say hello or goodbye at karaoke last night. Everything was kind of in a little bit of a, not a panic, that's the wrong word. It was just, I had to get in, and I was in the other room, and that takes longer to set up. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in that room, so I was just kind of hanging out. And then I went outside, and then the boss talked to me, and then the other boss talked to me. And then it's like, okay, can I go? Can I go? And then by the time I finished, they were closing up, and I just kind of had to get my stuff and get out of there. So I didn't have a chance to say hello or goodbye. That's the second Friday hello and goodbye I've missed. I think second in a row. I feel like a real crumb bum now. I think I'm a little less puffy today, but I can't really be sure in this light. Anyway, I'm sitting here. I'm writing up. I'm watching my friend Joseph Oswald's Facebook podcast video channel. It's very, 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 very left-wing, which I am not. And I can only listen to it for a couple of minutes at a time before I want to smash my hands on the keyboard. We've had a nice little back and forth. I'm offering the conservative perspective on a few of their topics, but not trying to be too disruptive. Joseph is a really good guy. He worked at Elaine's a while back, not with me, but sort of between my tenures there. He's a fabulous karaoke singer. He does a great Prince rendition that I wish I still had that range. I said Prince, and this is the 2-year anniversary of when he passed away. Oh, I keep covering the microphone. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm watching Joseph Oswald's Facebook channel with his friends. I didn't get that. I think that's Steve, and I forget who that is. And they're talking about the two young black men in Philadelphia who got taken out of the Starbucks in handcuffs, which I agree is not a great look for Starbucks or Philadelphia. But maybe buy a cup of coffee for $1.50. I'm not excusing anyone's behavior, but buy a cup of Joe. Or wait outside. It was a nice day, I think. Anyway, I'm not weighing in on that particular issue. And I'm sitting here working up this week's undertow for Exit Zero magazine, writing up my thoughts on the weekend. Of course, it's a very exciting week. It's opening week of Downton Stabby at the Iron Pier. I believe there's only a few tickets left. We're in the 30s on reservations, and there's only, I believe, 40 seats. We can do 46 if we have to, but that eats up a big portion of our performance space. But hey, I'd rather have more people in there than less. I can do a show on a postage stamp. I don't need a whole lot of room to have fun. That's what she said. So I'm just writing up my thoughts for the weekend. I might be a little puffy because I spent most of my early morning watching Prince videos and crying like a baby. I will not forget, it was on this date 2 years ago. I was sitting at a table in the empty, dark dining room at Elaine's, working on the spring show, which at that point was, I think, the Pink Panther Rides Again. And we were in our opening week. I may have even been writing the summer show, which was that year, Sherlock Holmes and the Werewolf of London, which was my proudest piece of work, I think, just for the research and effort I put into it. I'm proud of all of them, but that one I really put a little extra oomph into. And I was sitting at the computer, and I was listening to WXPN streaming on my laptop. That is the college radio station at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, and for 3 decades now has been the sort of cutting edge of new and alternative music and mixing in some classics. And it was about a week or two prior where I saw the headline about Prince's plane having to make an emergency landing because he was not feeling well. And I was out to dinner with the kids. I forget where we were, but I remember telling everyone at the table, shut up. There's something wrong with Prince. I was like, oh, okay, he's fine. And then it was about a week, 10 days later, I was at that table on XPN. I forget the daytime DJ's name, a woman with a great, great radio voice. And she just said, breaking news out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and my heart just dropped. All she said was, breaking news out of Minneapolis, Prince is dead. And, sorry, that's my column. And then she played When Doves Cry. And I sat there silently, just weeping for about 45 minutes, and then just started calling all my friends, We grew up on that music. But I can't talk about it anymore because it's making me too sad. So, what's coming up this week? Today is the Sixers game in about, 11 minutes. Catherine is going up to see her dad. Her dad is not doing real great. He's still hanging in there. He's 94. And when you reach that age, I always joke that he's got an advanced case of natural causes. He's a great man. And he's hanging in there. Nothing's like imminent, but he's been in and out of the hospital the last couple of months, and she's just going up to see him for the weekend. So it's boys' weekend. Of course, I'm the only boy here right now. One's at tennis, one's at dance, one's at the rec playing basketball. And what was I saying? So today and tomorrow is just chilling with the boys. We're going to get out in the yard tomorrow, start getting some of the junk taken care of. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are our final rehearsals for Downton Stabby. Thursday night, we open Downton Stabby. I believe there are still a few tickets left. Cabanasonthebeach.com and click on shop, and that'll bring up an option page. I'm doing all my hand talking over here, if you can't tell. Actually, I'm just petting the really large horse that's over here. He's a beautiful brown Arabian Mustang, large horse. Anyway, and then next weekend is nothing except that Kevin and myself and our unnamed third partner, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say his name yet. You didn't know about Roy Steinberg from Cape May Stage. He's going to be involved in this podcast with me. But next weekend, I'm hunkering down with Kevin Ebner, my production partner, and a third production party, and just learning how to make a podcast. And that is my goal for next weekend, is to learn how to make a podcast and go with Roy. And we have a format all set up. We know what we're going to talk about. I just can't wait to do this because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then May 12th, I'm just reading my schedule. May 12th is Billy Joel night. So if you missed the first one, come to this one. It's going to be 7 o'clock this time around, not 8, because old people like me like to get to bed by midnight. And that's it. Working up the column. I'm really glad to be back writing again. It's really getting my mind going. Ding, ding, ding. And karaoke was weird last night. It was a big 420 party that wasn't quite as big as they were hoping, but it was still fun. I still had like 8, 10 singers come out. And that's all I need. 8, 10 singers, a few beers, and some good people and some good times. I always feel like I'm neglecting my friends there because I got to stand by the computer all night. I'm taking care of microphones. I can't really wander around, do much socializing. But they're not there to talk to me. They say hi to me when they come up. We talk before the show. We talk after the show. Sometimes during a song we'll have a conversation. But I think they understand I'm kind of locked to my computer because it's a one-man operation. And Maurice was there, Bob, Dollar Bill, and Princess Ginger were there. My man Andre was there. Who else was singing last night? I was singing. Marissa, she sang a song. She's a great singer. I'm trying to visualize the room. This was about it, about 8 singers. And but we were in the dining room, so it was always like only like 12 of us in the dining room. So it was just like this big cavern. It sounded like $1 million. And the bar, everyone's talking, the game's going on, it's all clinking and clanking, and I'm trying to sing over here, you know. And there, it's like, I can sing and I can hear. But it was a fun night. I dressed as low-key Superman, just wore a Superman T-shirt with my dress shirt unbuttoned and my tie askew, as if I was changing from Clark Kent to Superman with my blazer on. Anyway, I'm really babbling here now. I just wanted to say hello. I did finish. Hold on, make sure I got it in the frame there. I did finish Hangman by Faye Kellerman. Thank you, Wendy. It's a good book. It's not super action-packed. There were sort of 2 parallel stories going on. And I kind of thought at some point they were going to dovetail together at the end, but they kind of didn't. And I get the feeling that this is sort of akin to the Pendergast novels, where each book is just kind of a chapter in a much larger story that they're weaving together. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like the characters. Again, there's a lot of Jewish stuff in here, which I don't mind. I learned some Yiddish, and it's just sort of part of the characters. They don't, whack you over the head with it. I mean, they do, but it's okay. It's just part of the characters. And there's a story of the page 1, they find a body, and it's figuring out this murder mystery. And the secondary, the B plot is this guy, Decker, Lieutenant Decker, was apparently friends with this woman named Terry, great name, when she was a teenager, and now she has a child, and her husband is a hitman, and there's shenanigans there. She goes missing. Is she dead? Is she hiding? The son is now staying with Lieutenant Decker and his wife, Rena. She was Rena Lazarus, and that's why it's a Decker Lazarus novel. I really enjoyed it. It was good. We'll probably dip into a couple more of these. This book came out around 2010. So I will maybe try to find the follow-up on the Kindle or some such. I've just started now. I'm 15 pages into 12 Sharp, which is a Janet Ivanovich novel. And it's a very, very different style, much more sort of Robert Crace-ish. But from a female perspective, the main character is Stephanie Plum. I'm guessing there's like 25 or 30 of these Stephanie Plum novels out there. But I'm enjoying it. I'll get through that. And then Wendy and Randy dropped off a few more books to me last week. One that was written by Faye Kellerman and her husband, John. So I have some reading material for the next few weeks. But I can recommend Hangman. I don't know if it's a great starting point. But you know, I read the whole thing. I liked it. Again, not super, wall-to-wall action, because I guess the main character is a little bit older now. He celebrates his 60th birthday in this book. But just good, methodical, procedural police work. This would make like a really good 2-hour Law and Order episode, or if there was a Lazarus, a Decker TV series, this would be like a 3 or 4 story arc. But I liked it. It was good. That's it. I'm going to post this. I'm going to go watch the Sixers. I'm home alone. I might take off my pants and order a pizza. And we'll see what happens. And I'm going to play with my horse, who's right over here. You can't see him. I want you all to have a fabulous weekend. Thank you again for your continued support on the YouTube, on the Patreon, for those of you who are helping us out there. $1 a month, if you got it, would be great. I think the numbers, let me see if I can dip in here real quick. I know the numbers haven't shot up on the YouTube. My laptop is dying. Everything is so slow. Oh my gosh. This is riveting YouTube stuff here, I know. Me staring at a screen waiting for it to open. There we go. Now I click on the YouTube. See the wheel of death? I get that a lot on this computer. I like that color change. You go here, then it comes back, and I'm orange. Look at that. Almost like I got some sun. Then I click here, and that's going to take a second because nothing matters, and death is imminent. There we go. All right, come on. Oh, there we go. Creator Studio. And this is where I log in. It shows me my last few videos. And it's spinning. See, it's spinning. Now, it shows me here all my videos. Then I go to channel, and it shows me all this stuff. I don't have any copyright strikes. I don't have any community guideline strikes. All my stuff is enabled except for monetization. Oh, you can't even really see it, can you? That's the important one. If I want to make money off this, then I click on Learn More, and here it shows me I have 68 hours of consumed content. Can you see that? And 42 subscribers. Those numbers have been holding steady for about a month now, but the column is out. I'm steering people towards the YouTube, so we'll see what happens. I imagine it'll start shooting up there this summer. I'm only a couple months into this thing, so yeah, I'm not happy or unhappy. It is what it is. Have a wonderful weekend. It is 2:28, 2 minutes till the Sixers game. I love you all, and be good.